You know, a lot of people ask why we tip in America, and I'll tell you, it's because we don't want people to spit on our food. But in reality, we share the wealth in America. We help one another out. It was created upon taking the wealth, maybe, possibly from other people, but by colonies who were hit with devastating effects as well. And they had to help each other out. So they created things like Thanksgiving and stuff like that, where the families, in Christmas, where the families would come together and take care of each other, which Christmas is just a continuation of the European Yuletide. It's a pagan tradition, which, the Bible says, do not follow pagan traditions. So take from that what you can. But all these religions actually tie into the same thing. So, I should get off my high horse when I'm fucking complaining, and I should just enjoy the moment. And I do try. So, why do we tip? We tip because we like the place we're going. We tip because we like the person. If we have excess money, if we have someone who's making $35, $50 an hour, and they know the delivery person, is only making like $10 an hour or less, can't even live on that, they'll tip. It's also a form of bribery. You fucking, like I said, you won't get your food spit on, but you can also buy your way into a situation. You can make sure that you're in good standing with other people. And you just let them know that you like them, you like your service. You guys are like, we don't tip in these other nations. It's like, well, you're also not the empire of the world anymore, so you don't have this surplus. But our people tip because we appreciate the value and the service of a place that provides. If I go like I went to a deli the other day, Katzenger's Deli, and I tipped them 2 quarters because, well, I went in there with a bad attitude, nervous as fuck. Why was my GPS on the skits for the last 2 days, and why did it send me to Katzenger's Deli? So I was like, wow, what is about to happen here, dude? I was real nervous. Like I just shouldn't have interacted with anyone, but I was trying to place an order instead of continuing to sit there and look awkward and stupid. So they had a bit of an attitude. And plus I confronted them about the mask thing. No one likes that mask fucking confrontation thing, but they all need it. And it's like, well, you make me wear a mask in here, fucking, I might as well just fucking not tip you at all. Like, and 2 pennies is the age-old sign that you fucked up. So a tip means a lot. You can leave 2 pennies and tell people that they fucked up. I left 2 quarters because who has pennies anymore? That garbage. Pennies are like garbage. They're not even copper anymore. It's just garbage. But these other people are getting like 10, 20, 30% tip. If I like them, and I go to places that I like, I tend to. Imagine that. Such a crazy idea, isn't it? I'll go back, repeat service. You give me, like, there's one Asian place over here, Lily Teriyaki. They, huge portions. I mean, I shouldn't even eat anywhere else. They give me, for the price I'm paying, I'm paying like $12 for 2 entrees or something like that. And wow, I mean, I'm getting 2 square styrofoam containers packed to the max. Don't ever change because I won't come back. Fucking, and they aren't skimpy either. Every place is a little skimpy with the shrimp. I understand where we're at, our shrimp prices are really high. And we are not near water. In fact, where we're at, all our prices are a little high. I don't understand how that is. I suppose in Florida, We have lower prices because everything's a tourism base. So they want you to come there, spend a little bit less price, but buy everything from every store. You're like, oh, it's $1 cheaper. I'm gonna buy it all right now. Shrimp is real cheap there, so your mileage may vary on how much shrimp you get somewhere. But like I'm at Eat Greek Express right now. They have good food. I like their service. They're fast. The food is good. And then there's this other Mexican joint down the road. I forget its name right now, but it's really good. It's like authentic Mexican, made by Mexicans, and really good food. I asked for none of that plant crap. Lettuce, or they don't have lettuce. They have authentic Mexican stuff, and the other stuff, cilantro, whatever, like none of that. And so they doubled up with the meat, so it's still filled. I think they charged me like $2 extra for like 5 tacos with what looked like they decided to put double meat on, and that's fine. If that was the case, if maybe my math was off, but I mean, it was real good food, real good meat. Real good portions for what I was paying. Got a discount too. I can't afford to eat normal like everyone else. I might look rich, but I'm definitely living on a pauper's budget. Thank the goddess for the pauper budget, because without the pauper budget, I would have already jumped off a bridge. I don't really care about participating in this world, and I don't care about sympathy or empathy towards myself, so it's not like, like I'm saying that for some sort of reason. Anyone who's watching me knows I've been saying since I was like 2 years old, it's time to exit this world. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of how I'm treated, sick of how I'm like the outcast and shit in this world, like I'm some sort of alien species everyone monitors and fucking has to keep tabs on. And, so other than that, fucking, I can get by on that. And these places that provide generous portions, they deserve a good tip. A delivery man who gets there in a couple minutes, said it was going to be 25 minutes, deserves a good tip. He needs to know that he booked his ass there for something other than nothing. Other than that, what's his motivation to do it next time other than just good deeds? And at the end of the day, some of the richer people I've been around will tip basically everyone. I kind of do that too. Like, if I go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, sometimes they have real good deals. I feel like I'm robbing them. $1 for a maple, chicken croissant wedge. Get it without the maple, because I don't like maple unless it's real, fresh, pure maple syrup, without all that flavoring that makes it taste like it's not even maple anymore. It's like, that's not what maple even tastes like, dude. And I didn't even find that out till like we went to tap some trees at the Boy Scout camp, and I was like, damn, this shit is actually good. It doesn't taste like maple. It tastes like sugary, woody sugar. It tastes like sugar with like, wood. Like, you like that cedar taste, that smoke taste in your stuff. That's what real maple tastes like. But, I get it without that. I get it for like $1. And I go there. I tipped the person $1. I tipped the cashier $1. The drive-through window person, I tipped them $1 because I appreciate that they're there. That they just gave me the sandwich that's normally $4 for $1, so they get $1 in their pocket for being there to provide for me. Because without them, where would I be? Without McDonald's, where would you be? Without Kroger essential workers, we're going to get rid of all you. But I'm tired of hearing the complaining, because as long as we have the proper people, which is not the case, in control of robotics and technology, and the government above it can understand it, which not a single one of them understands technology right now. That's part of my presidential campaign there, is the fact that I'm fucking like a genius when it comes to this shit. And these people are living in like the 1920s. The only thing they're a genius at is taking fucking bribes from corporations, and they don't understand shit they talk about. Maybe like RFK understands, Kennedy's family. Maybe he understands a little bit about vaccinations and the health industry scam. But I understand all this stuff. I've been provided with the privilege. The goddess has provided me with the knowledge from birth. And once I started asking to see more and more, like, pow, just like a nightmare of knowledge appeared before my eyes. Be careful what you ask for. Be real careful what you ask for. Word that shit correctly. Be like, oh, I wish for fucking 20 fucking sextillion dollars, but I don't want no one to get hurt in the process. I don't want to lose no one I love. This and that, yada, yada, yada. You best protect your ass when you ask for something. When you get it, it might not be everything you thought it was. When you ask for the truth, when you ask to see the world, a nightmare unfolds. And you guys are seeing that. I've asked for you guys to see that. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to 2020. It's my world now. Maybe it always was. But you're living in my world. That's what 2020 is about. I've asked the gods, asked the goddess, to show and provide. To show you all what's going on. To provide extra cash flow for what's about to come. Because when you guys wake up, we're almost sure that war is going to fucking ensue. How much war? I don't know. I've been speaking with the military and cops. Black Lives Matter might not like that very much. Fucking, people aware of Boogaloo might not like that very much. Fucking. But I'll tell you what. Fucking, I speak with them. And I tell them, like, hey, the New World Order is in control. The shadow government. Don't let them fucking pit us against one another. That's the last thing we need right now. They want to reduce our populations. And, I don't always come out and tell people shit directly like that, because how am I gonna educate them? You can't put a fucking... It's kind of like the reverse of the the frog in the boiling water. You want to turn the water down a little bit slower so he doesn't get shocked from going to like 200 degrees to 100 degrees, because I assure you, just like going from eating the shitty fake processed food to real food, your internals are going to like be upset with that. Not as much as upset as with the other way, but they're still going to be upset. Fucking, so you got to like slowly do it. Doesn't work very well to just fucking throw the frog in the boiling pot. You set him in the pot and you're like, hey, look, it's a pond. I put a lily here. And then you turn the heat up, slowly burn them to death. Get them tasty chicken wings. That's what frog legs taste like. Some chicken wings with like one bite of meat on it. You just wasted your entire fucking day for one bite of meat. You could have fucking wasted the day training the frog to hunt flies for you and share with you or something. But this is why we tip. We tip because fucking we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate your efforts. We appreciate you making that burger correctly. We appreciate you dropping them fries when I pull up rather than 2 hours before when I pulled up. We appreciate these things. I appreciate the person standing at the gas at the the checkout lane, making sure the machines, when they fuck up, because they always fucking up, that there's someone there to help. As much as I'm pissed off that I had to have some... As much as I'm pissed off that the point of the computer was to avoid human interaction, getting in there, getting out, you guys are there, to try to help out. Fucking, we appreciate these people, so we give them a little extra, make them feel good about their day. You're always giving. People are always giving in this world, and I never used to understand it because I never had anything. Like I said, I'm just blessed right now. And there might be an end to that sometime unless I get a lot of help. Unless I get a lot of help, there might be an end to that. And there might be an end to that either way. You never know what they're fucking going about. You know, fucking, I did it to have a fucking head up, you know, a leg up on this shit, on everything I talk about, everything fucking I'm discussing. You know, my political campaign, I did what I could do. Fucking really not more criminal than everyone else. Really, it's a lot less. Really, I just, you know, I took from the people rather than the corporations, and I choose to give back to them. And I guess I took a lot from the banks, because fuck the banks. We're going to get rid of this usury. We're going to get rid of debt-based fucking lending. We're going to get rid of all this shit. We're going to make it all better. And without you guys' help, how are we going to do that? And with you guys' help, we can do it. Do it so good. You've already did it so well. Look at all this shit. Buildings are all blocky. It's against nature's design. You know, the cement is like designed to crumble. Nature's going to consume everything. We can definitely make some pavement that lasts a lot longer and stays a lot longer. Works a lot better. You know, we can ask the gods, we can ask the goddess, you know, to stop fucking, like, heating and shrinking and heating and freezing stuff so much. You know, there's so many methods we can take. There's a million ways to think out of a situation. You just got to be able to think first, and you got to know the situation. Right now, though, the power of the sun is being used to fucking harm the people. Because, you know, we're not trying to harm the people, but we're trying to fucking put a whip to their back and teach them, because they haven't learned. And they're getting out of hand with this technological control grid, enslaving the world. Every man and woman out here, not everyone, like 60% are still, you know, just being their fucking selves. Maybe even a lot more. And you're not being yourself. Now that's the problem. Is no one's being themselves. Everyone's being someone else. Everyone's mimicking the TV. They're following what the TV says. They're doing what the TV says. You gotta hate them Arabs. You gotta, them Chinese is so dirty, eating bats and giving us plagues, and kill them. And then, you know, who cares about the Native Americans? That was a long time ago. God said it would happen like that. You're right. God said it would happen like that because you know why? Because he allows things to happen. She allows things to happen. She and he, the partner, the living being and the eternal soul. The goddess is the eternal system. And she has fucking below her and beside her others. That is strongly what I believe in. Because the one communicating with me, telling me I'm the chosen one, is fucking definitely of a feminine quality. It's the earth, it's the system. All the elements are free flowing. All the elements flow like water, flow like air, flow like fire. Earth looks, when you build earth, when man builds earth, it becomes blocky, except for the Arabs. The Arabs are kind of on to the fact that we don't build blocky because storms, I think I recall, taught them to do that. Just their understanding of math, for some reason their advanced math skills don't bring them to build these bricky, blocky brick buildings. They build stuff with like circular tops. It's free flowing. It's more in tune with nature, so it can withstand nature because nature sees it closer to a 10 than it does some big, stupid, extra tall Tower of Babel created with block structure everywhere. So we tip people because we love people. We give our money away to those who help us because they helped us get that money in the first place. they did their part in this universe. They played out their role in this society. We tip because we like tipping. We like giving people money. We like giving stuff away. I'm probably, I've been supported by this society and everyone in it, like, completely. And I don't know how anyone else lives, but you guys are right below me, aren't you? Without everyone around you, what would have happened in your lives? Think about it. Other people in the world should take this advice. Go out there and tip the person who makes your food every day that you love. Like, they did so good. Every day you went there, they give you a big portion. It was fresh. It was delicious. They arrive. The courier comes by on his bike so fast. Faster than the Amazon guy. You're like, how'd that happen? I just ordered it. Give him a tip. See what happens.